What's going on, guys? So in today's video we're going to be working on the 03 Dyna Super Glide right there. Today's video is going to be removing, installing the forks. In an upcoming video you'll see me rebuilding the forks. So let's roll that intro and get started. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is remove the fender, which if you notice it's actually on backwards right now because I just pulled it up out of the floor just to get it on the bike, to get it up here. We need to pull the brake caliper, and then we can worry about the axle, then pulling the tubes out of the trees. I'm having a hell of a day. Now some of this I'm going to forget how to do because I had to instruct somebody else how to do it for me while I was down. And we've also got a rebuild kit for the forks, which if you're going to this level you might as well go ahead and drop some new bushings in it. This is a 2003 Super Glide. So it's almost 20 years old, so it needed new bushings and seals and whatnot anyways. So let's go ahead and pull the fender. It's going to be a 1/4 inch Allen and a 1/2 inch wrench. Now we'll go ahead and do the brake caliper. It is a 12-point socket. This requires a 12-point socket whenever I get the bolt out. Don't know how well you all can see that, but it's a 10mm 12-point socket.
Both of them.
Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing up in the air just a little bit more. There we go. Wheels free. We can remove the pinch bolt. I'll tell you what size that is here in a second. It's a 5/16 Allen and a 9/16 wrench. Now we can pull the nut off the axle. There. Three-quarter inch. We'll get it. Now there's spacers, obviously, between the fork tubes, or the fork legs and the wheel. You're going to make sure that you put those back in the way they come out. Shit, missed a few washers. There's one spacer. There's the other. So we'll go ahead and slide those back on. Put everything else back on the way it came off. Let me move you guys away. And there we have it. All right. Now we can go ahead. That's awesome. And pull the fork tubes the rest of the way out. It's going to be a T45. All right, we got 2 bolts on each side. It's going to be a T45. And they should just slide right on out. And this one's going to be fine because somebody's already had it out and half stripped it. And there you have it. That's your whole right side fork assembly. Now we'll go ahead and strip the other side off. And there's the left side. I think that's as far as I'm going to get today. I'll try to get back on it tomorrow. Be about 2 seconds for you guys. Alright, so our next step is to insert the fork tubes back through the triple trees. When we do that, the top one needs to be a 1/2 inch for the top surface to the top of the cap, roughly. So you guys stay right there and I will slide that in. I'm just going to snug this for now. Till I can actually almost measure that. It looks like I'm over. But I'm also going to go ahead and get the other side in. Shit. Don't do what I did. Don't forget your fancy little chrome dust covers. Okay, we're a little high. But it ain't by much on this one. That is acceptable. We'll snug it up just a little bit more. And we'll move to the other side because it's a lot high. And that one's set. And snugged. Let's get her back in the air. Now we need to tighten the pinch bolts, top and bottom, 25 to 30 foot-pounds. I'm going to set that right in the middle at 27-ish. And now there's 27. That one maxed out at 28 right off the bat. All right, up next we'll put the fender back on. And I should have known better. My directions lied to me. I should have known when I took it apart that the fender has to go on after the wheel and tire. Let's get it back off there. And I don't know if you guys watch Fab Rats on YouTube. They have a little saying, we do it nice because we do it twice. I'm doing a lot of this stuff twice. Let's try this again. Okay. Here we have everything that goes with the front axle. You want to make sure you get your spacers right back where they came from. Okay. Then our stack of spacers. Need to have these in the same order as well. And washers, and then the nut. Go back in there. Another thing you need to be aware of is that hole in the end of the axle. It needs to be facing pretty well straight forward. If you have it up, you could get a whistle. Next step is to tighten up the axle. I just freaking looked at it. 25 to 30 foot-pounds, so we'll go with the 27 again. First we need to align that hole in the axle I was talking about. There we go. We'll also need to go ahead and keep that screwdriver to hold it in place. $28. Now I'm just going to double check that. No, sorry, that 25 to 30 is for the pinch bolt. 50 to 55 for the axle, so we'll run this up. $53 is again right in the middle. I don't think we'll have to worry about that turning. It's only 51.7. There we get 53. Now we'll drop that back down. And we'll install the pinch bolt. And the pinch bolt is (5/16) and a looks to be 9/16 wrench, because it's not half. All right. $26.5. Right in the middle of where we need to be. And now we can do the fender. Nope, sorry, we're gonna go ahead and do the brake caliper. Now don't forget your bolts were two different lengths. When you took this apart, the long one goes on top. Big difference. And also for these, we will apply a little bit of blue Loctite. And find my socket. It's already out somewhere. Right in the tray where it should be. .12, 10 millimeter. Don't try to use anything else. You will round it off. This one will get torqued. .28 to 38 foot-pounds. We will torque the bottom one first, and then the top. .33 is right in the middle. And there we have it. Front wheels on. It needs to be raised up a little bit before we can spin it freely, but I know it'll spin freely. Time for front fender. Again. Truth be told, I'm probably going to have to pull this thing back apart and replace these covers because they just don't look that great up against that shiny new chrome. Especially this one on the right here, it's rusty. There we go. That's that. It is finally together. I will be able to let the jack down and get this damn thing off my lift. I've got to get my own bike on here and get a few upgrades done on it. So, let's roll that outro. You guys are still here? What are you still doing here? Well, as long as you're here, if you want to watch more, there's some videos here. Maybe there, maybe there. Hell, they might be up there. I don't know where I'm going to put them at yet. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I upload. And maybe share the video with a few friends. That way they might like what I do and go ahead and subscribe as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.